Hello guys. So this is day three of the Ftmo free trial challenge, right? So today was better than yesterday, if I would, if I'm being honest. And the reason I'd say that is like today I did better. I learned from my mistakes yesterday, right? I learned from my mistakes yesterday. I didn't make any mistakes today, I took one trade, just one trade. Today, I did not make any mistakes. I didn't rush into any trades. I planned all the possible trades, right? So I'll say today was better than yesterday. So today was a good day. The trade I took today was a loss, right? I shared that on the Telegram. I shared my entry. I shared the moment I entered the trade, right? Not as a signal. So please, nobody should take anything I share as a signal because the way you trade and the way I trade could be very different, right? Even even though I've had three losses in a row, I'm only down 1.5%, and that's because I'm risking half a percent. If I was to risk 1%, I'd be down 3%, right? And we know that the total drawdown is like 10%. So that's for the challenge, right? That's for the challenge. So I'm risking half a percent. So I'm currently down 1.5%. But let's just say I'm down 3R, right? We know that in order to pass this challenge, we need to make 5R. So imagine needing to make 5R to pass the challenge, and I'm currently down 3R, right? Imagine being down 3R. So that's basically what's happening right here. And how do we get out of that, basically? What are the steps to take to get off? So we're in drawdown, obviously. We're in drawdown at the moment. And how do we get out of drawdown? Well, you don't you this is what you don't do to get out of drawdown. You don't try to use one big trade to get out of drawdown. And that's what a lot of traders do. Why? What gives a trader the confidence to say this setup looks good? This is an A plus setup. I'm going to risk more on this setup so I can get out of Jordan. What makes a trader make that decision? What do you think makes a trader make such a decision? It's very simple. You think you know where the market is going next. And that's so funny because how many times have you been in that position where you're like, I'll risk more on this position because this setup is my A plus setup and it just smashes your stop loss? Like the way you lose is like crazy. And it's not that that's not an A plus setup. I'm not saying you don't have an A plus setup, right? Because there are times you take your A plus setup and you end up in a win. But it's always that time where you're like, let me risk more on this A plus setup. That's when it never works, right? And that's show you that the market works in probabilities. And a lot of traders have not accepted that reality. Like I always keep saying, there's really nothing special about the strategy I'm trading. In fact, a lot of traders will look at it and laugh. But me, I know I've back tested 20 trades and I know I've forward tested 20 trades. So I have a sample size of 40 trades. It is not a huge sample size. Let's say if I have a sample size of 400 trades, right? That would be a good enough sample size, right? 400 trades. If you take 400 trades and you win 200 of those trades and lose 200 of those trades, that's a good sample size, right? That's a good sample size. So I'm still building my sample size. I'm not in a haste. I'm not in a rush, right? There's more than one way to make money, right? So for the people coming into this industry and being like, man, I want to get rich, you better go get a job. Just go get a job and pay your bills or do something else to get rich quick, right? Just forget about it with trading because the markets will not pay you every day. The markets are not there for your demands to be met, right? The market gives and the market takes, just like life, right? So you really have to be patient. You really, really, really have to be patient when it comes to this. trading thing, right? You have to be extremely patient. So let's look at the account metrics, right? So we can see that we are in a downward trend, right? And you can see how now, yes, we're in drawdown, right? It's obvious. It's obvious that we're in drawdown, right? You can see the curve coming down. But what do I like about this equity curve? Price is not dropping aggressively, right? It is dropping. I said price. The equity curve is not dropping aggressively. We don't see huge dips, right? We see slow dips, and this is because we're in drawdown, right? So when we go in profit, it could just come up a little bit, go back in drawdown, come up a bit, and that's what you want to see when you're looking at an equity curve. You don't want to see a huge dip down, or you don't want to see something like this and then a huge push the upside because you risk too much, right? Something again I want you to observe. We've taken three losses in a row. I always refer back to here. What's this? Next 20 trades. If we've taken three trades, how many trades do we have left? 17, right? And do you know the funny thing about my strategy? I only need 7 wins to be profitable, right? I only need 7 wins to be profitable. Only 7 wins. So I can afford to lose 13 trades and win only 7 trades, and I'll still end up in a profit, right? So I don't even need to win more trades than I lose. I can still win less trades and lose more and still make money with this strategy. That is like the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is that's not even the worst case scenario, sorry. That's like okay, let's say I have 7 wins and 13 losses, right? And I end up with 1 hour, right? 1 hour profit. And 1 hour is like half a percent. That month we survived at least. We survived, that's maybe that 1 hour pays for all the spread and everything. So maybe we end that month on break even. We are unable to make any tangible withdrawal. At least we survived for that month, right? And a lot of traders don't want to begin there. I'm not saying that that's how your trading is going to be forever, but it's a starting point. It's a good starting point. But how many traders want to start there? I know that when I started trading, I didn't want to start there. I just wanted to get a good strategy and make a lot of money. And a lot of the times, the strategies I was trading, they were profitable, but in my head, they were not profitable enough, right? And sometimes it's like, do what you can with what you have first, and then more will be added. When you get more, you will know what to do with more. But a lot of people don't even know what to do with the little they have, and they just want more. So you waste the little you have, and then you go for more, and then you waste it as well. So that was basically my own story, right? So you see me trading this strategy. A lot of people don't know it from before. I've traded some crazy strategies, calling 100 pip moves, 200 pip moves, 300 pip moves is nothing, right? I wouldn't say it's nothing because it takes technical skill, but like it's something I've done before. But how can you do all of that? Have your, but not having your mentality in check, right? You're still not going to make money. You're going to make money, but you're going to lose it. You're going to give it back to the markets. And that's the funny thing. That's what a lot of traders fail to understand. Is like you're still going to end up giving this money back to the markets because psychologically you're very immature, right? You're very immature. You're always expecting more from the market. And you can't do anything with the little that you have. So the trade for today was a loss. Let me drop down to the 15-minute time frame and take price back so you can see the entries. Very very simple entry as always. You all know the strategy by now you probably know the strategy that I trade, right? So you can see here after 2:30 I had my entry about 2:35, right? You can see this fair value gap here. Price pushed into this fair value gap. you know I set my trade for a 1 to 2 You can see the lot size I used 0.15 to get to reach $50 because my stop loss is 30 pips, right? So this is the widest stop loss I've had in a very long time, 30 pips. So we're looking to make like about 60 pips on this trade, which for some reason, not that gold can deliver over 60 pips in a day, right? But yeah, this trade was just not it, right? It was not it. We had a lot of consolidation, just like yesterday's trade. Let me even look at the account metrics, right? If I look at today's trade, let's see how long we're in today's trade. We're in this trade for 29 minutes and 7 seconds. Yesterday we were in the trade for 22 minutes. Today we're in for almost 30 minutes, right? You can see the loss for today was a little bit better. Do you understand? Was a little bit better. It was more close to 0.5% than yesterday. So that's good. So we lost 0.5% today, and we were able to set our stop loss. We were able to set our take profit. So that was good, right? And you can see this is the lowest lot we've traded so far. So everything went well today, right? Despite the fact that the trade was a loss, you can see where price was moving in our direction. And a lot of people get gutted by this, right? You see price moving in your direction. What do some people start to do? They'll start to even add positions to their trades and all of that. But for my trading plan, I don't add, I don't subtract, I don't take partials, I don't do anything. It's either I lose 1% or 1 hour or I make 2 hour, right? Very straightforward. I follow the rules always. So whenever I follow the rules of my plan, to me, that's a successful trading day, right? Some traders term, especially new traders, right? They term a successful day by whether they made profit, right? And that's not bad, you know, saying, oh, I made profit today, but you're not going to make profit every day, right? You're not going to make profit every day. So what's the best thing for you to do? Stop basing a good day based on whether you made profits or not. Did you follow your rules? Did you follow your plan for the day? If you follow your plan for that day, then you follow your rules and you did a great job. Not even a good job. You did a job that many people are incapable of doing, which is sticking to your plan, regardless. So right now we've taken 3 losses in a row. So what does that mean? What does taking 3 losses in a row mean? It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Let me say this very well. It means absolutely nothing. If you have an edge in the market, you cannot tell the sequence of wins and losses. And this is why I look at my trades as this is why I'm not going to give myself like praise. This is not something I figured out, right? It's not something I slept and woke up and in a dream it was revealed to me. No. This is something that I learned from someone else, right? Someone else. And when I learned that, I started to look for more information. And then I started to hear more experienced people talk about it. It's like you want to group your trades. You want to look at your trades by a group, by a set. Right? Let me put it like this. I'm trying to write here. You want to look at your trade. Oh my God. I don't even know how to spell. Right? You want to look at it as a set. Maybe you want to look at a set of 10. But for me, I prefer to look at mine as a set of 20. Why do I prefer to look at it as a set of 20? It just makes um it like more concrete. Or how should I say it like that? When you take 20 trades, 20 trades is a lot of trades. So you have to be very patient to take 20 trades. Especially with the fact that I trade only once a day. It's not really about the strategy I'm trading, right? The strategy is not good. This strategy is not good, and no strategy is good. No strategy that you learn in market is the holy grail. A lot of people think that because they've learned technical analysis and they've learned some patterns and they've learned about other blocks. If you trade every other block you see in a day, you might go crazy. If you trade every fair value gap you see, you might go crazy. because you see a lot of them. It is the ability to filter out bad trades or bad setups or knowing when to trade, knowing when not to trade. I have a specific time. There are setups that happen before this time, right? There's a fair value gap here, or even one here, I think here. There's a fair value gap here. I watched this reaction to price, and I watched this reaction to the upside. But this was not this trade did not happen within my trading time. So I had no reason to engage this trade. And I didn't feel bad about the trade. Some people will start to feel bad about the trade, you know. They're like, if I had entered here, I would have made all this money. That has nothing to do with me, right? Look for the next opportunity. There's always a next opportunity. Fair value gap, price came into it. My job is to execute once price comes in this fair value gap. I cannot be bothered about whether it's going to be a win or a loss because you cannot predict the future. It's the traders that think that they can predict the future. They're the ones that end up, the ones that think they can predict the future, they're the ones that end up risking a lot of money because they think that they have their A plus setup. Imagine you trading for just 3 years and you think you found an A plus setup. Oh my god, that's so funny. Because like the real traders, they've been doing this for like a decade, 2 decades, and they're more disciplined than us that have been doing it for like a year, 2 years, 3 years. How is that possible? How is it possible that someone that has been doing something for over 20 years is more disciplined than you, and you just feel like maybe you can just get lucky when someone that has been doing it for decades does not believe in like getting lucky. So that just shows you that there's a lot of maturity that is needed in this game of trading. And me personally, I plan to do this for over decades because like trading is something that helps you grow as a person, right? It helps you grow mentally, at least to some extent, or it helps is a reflection of how much you've grown. So if you're not being able to like consistently apply a trading plan, it means that maybe you need more growing, you need more experience in life and all of that to just help you grow as a person. That's what I feel basically. It's just my opinion. But ICT said something similar. He said like it exposes your character, something like that. And I think that that's true. So the ones that are patient, if you're patient, you get exposed. If you're impatient, you get exposed. If you're greedy, you get exposed. If you're fearful, you get exposed. Like that's basically what it is in trading. So yeah, this was a trade for the day. It was a loss, you know. I cannot feel bad about the fact. You know, many people get pressured because they are taking a challenge. And it's like, I've lost 3 trades in a row. What's happening here? Am I cursed or something? You're not cursed, right? It's just the market's playing out. Even if we take 10 losses in a row, right? That's like you don't know the sequence of wins and losses. Just accept that. Accept that you don't know the sequence of wins and losses, and that's what is actually going to allow you to execute your strategy without errors to the best of your abilities, right? That's the thing. But when you think you know what's going to happen next, and then you make a mistake, or you feel like you've made a mistake, or you feel like you're not good enough, you'll be fearful to execute your next trades, right? So you have to be very mindful of that. And you just have to keep on executing your trading strategy, your trading plan over and over and over again. You just have to trust in the plan, right? You just have to trust in the plan, and it's the plan that's actually going to make you the money, not your perceived intelligence, right? Even the most even the most seasoned traders still follow trading plan. They still have a trading plan. They follow their trading plan. They don't even trade all the time, right? They're not day trading like me. They're not here trading on the 1 minute time frame and all of that. So that's basically it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 4. Hopefully we get a winning trade so that things just start to balance out, right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a great night or a great day, depending on whenever you watch this.